Hey guys, welcome back. We just saw Bubudubu and Saiyan, and I can see the chat. It got you guys really ready for this one. Y'all are locked and loaded and just excited to be here, saying some very interesting things about these two young gentlemen. I'm glad y'all are ready because this is going to be a great one. We've got two amazing challengers taking on the Kings, the reigning champs. We've had them win against everybody. They've won against the best. They've played Frosty and Trippy, took them down. Druck and Soul Snipe took them down. They've played some of the greatest 2v2 players in the world. They've regularly played against Shotzi and Eco and Stellar. They've played against Snakebite, Royal 2. They played them all. I mean, they played every single person they can possibly play. Everyone says Bound and Renegade are at the top. This is amazing. Guys, I'm Nighty Night, and I'm here with the crew. We've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Tools, Why Not Be Reckless, and Shyway. Hey, gentlemen.
Hey, Nighty. Are you ready for tonight? We already had half the show. Hyped. We had a main card. I'm going to call it a main card. It's the unofficial main card, and now we get main card number 2, and it just gets better from here, right? You already named the 4. I want to say, gods, I guess, that are going to be going up against each other. But man, I'm just excited to get it underway. I'm excited to see the chat react to it too. The chat's been a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, they've been on top of the ball, but we've got to talk about this matchup. This is going to be insane. Let's get the challengers out right away. Tony, talk to me about Bubudubu. What are your thoughts?
I mean, what's there to talk about? This guy is absolutely insane. $9,500 earned in the HCS Pro Series, an average placement of 2.4, 81.3% win percentage. That is incredible to me. I mean, he's 21 years old, come out of Covington, Louisiana. This guy's gotten first place at I think it was DreamHack Atlanta 2017, first place at DreamHack Anaheim 2020. He's done it in free falls as well. 2015 Daytona free fall champion, 2016 Orange County free fall champion. The list goes on, Alex.
It really does. I mean, the guy's got accolades for days. He's one of the most disciplined players I've ever seen in the game of Halo. He plays a mental game that's so far above the rest. He is the LAN champion at the moment. He carries that belt. But in 2v2s, we've seen him practice a lot against the GOATs. He's been playing against Bound. He's been playing against Renegade. You heard him in the interview, like he is ready to beat them. He is so gung-ho, and he wants to make this a really, really good one. I cannot wait for this matchup. It's going to be insane because I know that he can do this. I know for a fact that he can really shock the world and make this an amazing match. It comes down to the ice. Is Bubudubu going to be able to ice up against Renegade? Because we know Renegade's got the best ice of them all. But yeah, we've got to move on. We've got to talk about his teammate Saiyan. I've seen this kid play so many times. I've studied his gameplay. He's one that's stuck out to me over the years. It really impresses me how much of an in-game leader he is right out of the gate. I mean, he was kind of new to the pro scene, and already he was like giving orders. He wasn't really barking orders. That's not really his personality. But he was able to tell these veterans what to do. He was just so prepared and ready. He's one of those guys that likes to know everything about every team he's playing. He's won championships already. Not championships. He's won grand finals of these online tournaments we've been having recently. On LAN, unfortunately, he's only placed second. He has not won a major LAN yet, so that's a question mark yet. Can he get there? There's still people that are wondering if that is the case or not. He gets a lot of hate from some of the top pros because of how good he really is online. He's one of the best players there is in Halo 5 when it comes to online play, but he's never won an online event. So there's that. But then we've got the Kings. We've got on the other side Bound and Renegade. Gary, tell me about this, or I'm sorry, Alex, tell me about Bound and what you can say about this guy that we've never even seen before.
Right. Bound's an interesting case because on one hand, who is this guy? Who the heck is Bound? I've never seen him before. I literally have a YouTube video where in the first 5 seconds of the video I shout the words, "Who is Bound?" because we've never seen him. The man's so elusive, he's never shown his face. But all we know is that he's a damn monster on the map. He's a demon. We can see some of the stats here, of course, beside him, but that honestly doesn't even do him justice. Man's incredible. He might be, out of this lobby, he's definitely the fastest player here. And Tony, I love the Tony quote. Whenever Bound is in tournament, his YY hits different. He's different. He moves different when he's under pressure, and he knows he could put on a show, and he really does. So, I mean, I'm expecting big plays from Bound today. I'm expecting him to move quick. I'm expecting him to be the entry fragger. He gets right in there, right up in your face, puts the pressure on, and then he's got Renegade behind him who's just a laser on the map to shut him down. By the way, we saw this the last time we brought up Tuesday, but this is his opening performance here with the Mario Stomp. Triple kill out of him. This is the first time we got to see Bound in HCS, and there you go. It's my YouTube video where I freak out about the man. But yeah, just an incredible player all around. Never fails to surprise me. We watched his 18-hour stream a week ago. Man's going off at 1v1s. I'm sure he's going to carry some of that ice, some of that talent over to 2v2 today. Just another day in the shop for this man.
Teammate Gary Renegade is obviously the god. He is nicknamed Renegade because he's just that good. He is almost unbeatable. Tell me what you can about this man.
Renegade, I mean, we saw it last Monday, Tuesday. It would look like they were down and out for the count, right? It should have been a 3-0 in favor of Trippy and Frosty. They stole away the game one, but then when the back was against the wall, Renegade came in clutch and he started taking over game after game after game. What we saw from him last Monday, Tuesday in that regret game might be the peak of Two's performance I've ever seen. He was playing like a god, and then on top of that, he finishes the game where we're talking to him and he says, "Oh, I had a migraine the entire night." He had a migraine and he was playing the best Two's performance I've ever seen out of anyone play, and he was a critical part of that dynasty that was Splice. I mean, it was a short-lived one. It wasn't as long as Togs, but there was no one on the planet that could even touch Splice for that short period of time, and it was him and Shotzi that really differentiated the two young guns that had the support of Eco and Stellar. And honestly, this guy is just the best Two's player on the planet, and we're going to see why tonight, because he's going to be making play after play. No one comes close to Renegade in Two's performance, in my opinion.
The timing when you said that right him in that video was perfect. Good job, Gary, because he just looked so scary right there, man. When he was sitting down to play at the World Championship. I mean, look at this, though. This is pretty cool. In the most recent of events, when Inconceivable's been playing in these Halo 5 online events, Saiyan has been taking it. Like, when it comes to LAN, we know who bests him as far as statistics. Renegade is far and away the better, has the better stats. But recently, there's been a clear advantage. When they meet for money, Cloud9 versus Inconceivable, Saiyan takes the cake. The win percentage is far in his favor, and he's been playing much better individually in 4v4 during the HCS tournament. So that's kind of interesting to see right there. I don't think that there's going to be any type of worry as far as confidence for Saiyan. So that's pretty amazing right there. But going into this one,
I don't know, because I feel like Saiyan and Bubu are just entering Renegade's playground today. I feel like Renegade Bound are just there in the ultimate comfort position. But sorry, Nighty, I interrupted you there. I'm sure we're gonna bicker back and forth about it.
No. Go ahead. Take over, Alex.
No, I'm just saying, I can't wait to see how it goes, but I mean, how do you take down Renegade and Bound after the performance we've seen from them against Frosty and Trippy, against Soul Snipe and Druck? It just seems like another day in the job for them. I'm going to have to see, what kind of gameplay Bubu and Saiyan are bringing today, because they have the individual skill, they have the stats, the performance, but as far as together in a twos match against Bound and Renegade, I'd be hard-pressed to vote against Bound and Renegade right now. Yeah, Gary, I think you've got a few words here.
Yeah, well, I mean, Renegade is just insane, right? Like we talked about his last Money Tuesday. I mean, this is his stat performance on Money Tuesday. This is just Money Tuesday when he's playing against the best players on the planet. He has a 1.36 KD. Like, that absolutely insane stats from Renegade when it comes to Money Tuesday. But if we could, I want to go back to that stat sheet that we saw from Saiyan, because there's one thing I want to point out about Saiyan. Saiyan is a household name that we have, but this man, he's 21. I think he's about to turn 22. and he has $240,000 in winnings right now. He hasn't won a major LAN yet, but he's been around the scene. He is 22, like just about to be 22 years old, and he has one of the most seasoned careers in Halo right now out of anyone that's playing. It just feels as if he came into this scene and instantly found his niche, instantly found himself on the best rosters, and I'm excited to see what he has going into Infinite. But like I said, man, Renegade, he's a scary man to go up against.
He is indeed. Saiyan was just there. He won in the Winners Bracket Finals against one of the greatest teams of all time. He knocked them down to losers, but couldn't get it done in Grand Finals. He's one of the greatest individually in the game. Saiyan, I am really hoping that they could do this, because it's been a long time since we've seen Bound and Renegade lose. This is going to go to you, Shyway and Tools. Good luck.
This is it. This is about to happen. Garrett, how you feeling, man? I know you got your comms warmed up in round one. Are you ready for a whole nother one?
I'm ready for my voice to disappear. I want to see it. Let's go to game 7. I want to be hoarse.
Let's burn you out. Here we go,
absolutely.
man. Potentially a 7-game series here, unless Bound and Renegade got something to say about it. But they'll start by melting the camo to kick off our game here on Truth.
Yeah, beautiful movement by Bound to go up top. He uses that height to bounce off a perfect nade into the ground and finds the shot. But Bubu just won a critical kill on Renegade, and he perfectly bounced the nade to back Bound down. This is like a reversal Uno card, man. It looked like Bubudubu was out for the count, and it was just going to be a clean wipe for Bound and Renegade. And then a well-placed nade, and Bubudubu, he's taking it. Give him your energy. Bubudubu coming out hot to start our first game.
This is what I'm looking to see from Bubu and Saiyan. We know Bound's got the Nikes on. The man's fast, but is he accurate enough to take out Bubu, to take out Saiyan? These guys on the map, when they start hitting their shots, they do not miss. You got Renegade, of course, across him. Top Car. This is the battle for the ages right here. Who wins between Pink and Top Car? And so far, Bubu icing up, hitting the shots. In the meantime, Bound with a flank. You can see he's getting around for the pinch here. They did isolate, take out Saiyan. That leaves Bubu alone. He's going to have to play it slow here. And I love the little stutter step coming in. Bound's aware of it, though. He goes right down to bottom base. Will challenge. Bubu doing what he can to stay up here. All this time is to milk to get his teammate to come back up to help out here, but Bubu taken down.
Yeah, Bubu just could not keep up with that close range fight. That's where Bound's bread and butter is. Similar like CSGO, you'll hear the term entry fragger. And that, I think Bound is the perfect example of what it means to be an entry fragger in Halo. He's one of those players that will get up in your face, and because he's so precise with his micro movements, he's so precise with his aim, when he's up close and personal, he doesn't lose fights. And that's what Renegade depends on. Renegade wants Bound to play as fast and aggressive as possible, put in those opening shots, and then let him come in and clean up the damage. They were talking about it in this interview. They really complement each other perfectly, and they're up 6-4 in this game. Next camouflage is coming up, but Bound and Renegade have some work to do. They have no P presence right now with camo coming up soon. I think Bound heard someone next to him. He's trying to find the kill. Bubu's pushing him forward. Bound, come on, Bound, you gotta get the kill. He misses the stick. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Bound and Renegade, but huge for Bubu and Saiyan here. But Renegade going in, he's going to try to melt Bubu as fast as possible. Saiyan not there in time to stop it. I'm not sure if that camo was picked up. They're going to square off, though, Bound and Saiyan here between bottom mid, up on Pink. Bound right now, assuming that camo was burned, I think maybe, because I don't see it in the hands of anyone. So in the very last second there, they managed to grab it. But honestly, I think Saiyan, Bubu could have gotten away with that if they had coordinated a little better. Despite that, though, the game goes on. Bound making his way up through blue here. You can see both players up on Car's side, and they're split across the map. This is something Bound does well, is he's so good at coordinating a pinch with his teammate. They just need to time it effectively here. Right now, Bound is completely out by himself here, getting chowed by Saiyan. He's going to get pushed by Bubu at the same time, but living up for now.
You got Bound just hiding underneath this base. Bubudubu opts the challenge, and Bubudubu goes down. Bound does not lose those fights, man. And we're talking about he's so deadly when you get him in that 1v1, when you get him up close and personal. And Saiyan just peeks the wall, and Bound takes him out. Bound starting to take over the game a little bit, as he's already opting to challenge Bubudubu over on the P Street. He's going to get back down, but Renegade spawns over on the car. He's going to have an angle to fight. But we're about to see a one-on-one versus Renegade and Saiyan. Who comes out on top? Renegade quickly made one shot, and Saiyan's gonna back down for now. And there's Bound, man, just maneuvering on the bottom half of the map. That's the second or third time we've seen that, Shy.
They got to watch the bottom of the map because Bound loves it there. He loves bottom mid. He'll thrust slide straight through. He doesn't care about the high ground positioning because he knows he has timing to do it. Get in there and get the kill. And Renegade, speaking of kills, he got Bubudubu. He's looking for a stick here. It doesn't look like he gets it, but will he win that fight? I can't believe he almost got Saiyan. Bound will still take Saiyan out to keep the lead here. So 12-8 on the board. And Bound just going to stay up in pink attic here while his teammate spawns. You can see the remaining players up on pink. We've got Camo coming up shortly here. So the advantage to Bubu and Saiyan as they look to hold down P2. You can see, I believe, Saiyan making a big rotation over to blue here. Bubu left to hold it down, and he's doing a perfect job of that. He got himself a 5, and the advantage on the Camo. In the meantime, Renegade going to square off with Saiyan here. Just trying to stay up, but Bubu, that's a Camo for him.
Yeah, so hopefully Bubu got away with that Camo because that was a dangerous play. Yeah, Saiyan gets that... Oh, actually, I thought for a second I saw Bound being in. No, Bubu did get the Camo. I was about to go head crazy right there, Shy, but I was just about to say, Saiyan went and challenged over on the car side, leaving Bubu to himself on P. He had that much confidence in Bubudubu that he was going to win that fight on the P side and secure Camo for their team, because that's a dangerous situation. You don't often want to leave the P side when Camouflage is coming up. Bubudubu wins his one-on-one, and Saiyan got the grenade from behind, and that's going to get this game so close. 2 kills separating them. The last little bit of Camo is going to be the catalyst for Bubudubu to start this comeback.
You gotta love the ice from Bubu on that final kill shot there, knowing Renegade was gonna chow out. He had his reticle place, and he just uppercut flicked him to the face to finish him off. Just a 2-kill game now. You got Renegade and Bound up on pink side here. Renegade looking for the kill here, and little bit of a flail coming out of the reticle there. He couldn't get the kill. Saiyan will go down in a trade. And that leaves Bound and Bubu to face off here. Just 2 kills separating them. Bound with the high ground right on top of Bubu. That's a clean 5. Not much you can do about it. That leaves Saiyan spawning up ISO, and you'll see Renegade look to collapse.
Yeah, they got Renegade just coming, and that's a beautiful collapse from those two. And that's just, when we talk about awareness, that is awareness, right? They know where that last player should be based off the spawn that they got, based off their position. And Bubudubu, man, he's done it time and time again. He finds sneaky kills. He gets away with finding a pick, and he's done a great job of staying alive. He makes Renegade weak, and eventually one shot, Bubudubu finds the trade out. But man, it's still a 3-kill lead for Bound, and Renegade is Bound. You know, an unusual display of missing his jumps. We don't see that a lot from Bound.
A little uncharacteristic from Bound. He pays the price for it as well. Renegade might also, though. He looks like, you know what? I take it back. Renegade. He's hitting all of his shots. Doing a great job of getting the trades here, but that's a big nade from Bubu that brings the kill difference down to 2 here. New Camo coming up, and once again, Saiyan and Bubu, they hold down pink side. So Bubudubu, he's the man with the Camo. He's usually making the plays in 4s. We've seen him once this game. He's got to make it even bigger play to ice up here.
Look at Bubu, man. He's just sneaking around with his camouflage.
There
He
it
gets
is.
Renegade. Bubudubu has been icy this game, and Saiyan gets the back smack on Bound. They tie it up, and now they have the camo, and they have the spawn control advantage. Both of them going to spawn in that bubble. Bubudubu immediately lands down shots, and that's going to keep them contained for the time being. He needs to win this fight versus Bound. Bound challenges. Bound goes down. Renegade's challenging. Bubudubu lives for now, and Bubudubu has been the X factor thus far in this game.
Yo, Garrett, he's been doing it since 2016. You give this man the camo and he makes plays. They've completely turned the game around. They now lead it by 1 kill. And you can see Bound. This is the first time I've seen Bound sit in one place for an extended period of time. The man's just waiting for his teammate to spawn up. They'll sit in blue. The pace of the game has slowed to a crawl here, Garrett. You've got 2 players here on red side, 2 on blue, of course. Bubu, he has the information. He knows players are pushing him up on car side. That's Bound going in with the chow here. He's got multiple shots on him. Leaves Bound 1 shot, but that nade, what a meaty nade to take Bubu down to no shields here. He'll live up on bottom map.
We don't normally see that sort of micro play. Bubu always claims he has some of the best move in the game, and it's not flashy, and that's what I love about it, man. He makes Bound 3-shot. He uses that ledge to jump up and take an unorthodox position to give himself an advantage in that gunfight, and he eventually comes down on top. But now Saiyan's in a tough spot. He's going to get taken down, and that's going to let Renegade and Bound start flooding through this P side, and they need this next camouflage. They want it. You see Bubudubu trying his best to stay alive, but he has nowhere to go. Renegade uses the bottom half of the map to get there. Saiyan with a quick trade out, but we're tied 23 all. The camo could make an impact, but this fight is the biggest of the game. Bound makes him 1 shot, but cannot get the finish. Bubudubu coming in to get help, and now all of a sudden Bound's feeling exposed. He's stuck top mid. He has nowhere to go, but he's living for now, and Renegade finds the kill on Saiyan to get them at game point.
Yeah, here 24-23. Bound, he smells blood. He knows he's right beside him. There's a player right underneath them. Both right players on top base. Final player on blue underneath. The camo's up as well. A little bit of a double dilemma here. Getting shot from his teammate and across the map. And it looks like, I believe Bubu has escaped from blue base. He's going to throw a couple nades behind him as he gets away here. But we got the camo as a dilemma to worry about. They don't want to just go for it right away, though. I think Saiyan might have the advantage, though. He doesn't. Bound snuffs him out and takes him down. That's a 25-23 to close out game one. My God, for a second, what a nail biter that was, Garrett. And that's just our first match.
And the biggest fight of that game was the fight between Bound and Saiyan at top mid. Saiyan eventually decided that he could not win the fight. He drops down hoping that his last shot would hit the head. It did not, and it left him in an exposed position that Renegade eventually took care of. And Bubudubu just couldn't get that trade out on Bound. Bound was in a seriously dangerous spot. If he dies there at top middle, I think that game clearly goes to Bubudubu and Saiyan. But Bound does what's necessary, and it was a dirty game from him. He was shooting 49%. We don't normally see him that low, but he got the critical kills when they counted. He gets up close and personal, and he provides room for Renegade to do his job. But if Bubudubu keeps playing the way that he is, man, we're going to see something special tonight.
Yeah, if he keeps controlling those power-ups, he'll definitely get an advantage. But the worst thing, or the most difficult thing that I've noticed as far as Bubu and Saiyan is they're continuously playing from the back foot. Saiyan is doing an amazing job of trading out and getting a kill after, Bubu dies, let's say, and Bubu will do the same thing for Saiyan. But it's always that. It's always getting a trade after the first player dies, and that's because Bound is flying up in your face, and he's getting those pivotal entry frags like we talked about earlier. And as long as Bound and Renegade continue to control the pace, continue to apply pressure in the way that they're doing, they're always going to have that slight lead, that edge, and that's what wins them games when it comes down to it. 25-23, just 2 kills, but a win's a win.
Win's a win, a win is a win, a win is a win, a win, 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 win. Take it to the bank. Wins are wins. I don't know what I'm saying.
I just lost you there.
Oh, but that's what wins the games, right? I mean, that's how you win matches. You win games. I know we're saying it. It sounds so easy, but Bound and Renegade, they've proven to do that every single time there's a Money Tuesday. They just end up winning games.
They absolutely do. We'll see if they can continue to hold that ice in Game 2 on Plaza. Of course, I love 2s on Plaza because there's so many goodies on the map. We got the snipe to fight over. We even have the light rifle, which is essentially a power weapon. You got the combo, which is basically a power weapon as well. And, of course, the OS that sits pretty in the center of the map, glowing all green here. Somebody's going to want to pick that up, of course. And we'll see who gets it, who's faster to get to the point, or if they can, ice up and lock it down. You got Renegade here as our opening POV, and it looks like the OS was picked up, but quickly burned. And that's an advantage. Renegade and Bound to start. Renegade going to fly to yard, grab the combo. That leaves Bound to get this snipe, and that is some opening map control, assuming Renegade wins his piv, which he does.
I was about to say, Saiyan wins that fight, man. Renegade's going to be getting clowned on Twitter later today. But Saiyan does eventually fall. Bound gets the sniper rifle, and we've seen Bound just take over Plaza games when he gets the sniper rifle. And he's planning to do the same. He instantly comes out, he hits the no-scope, but doesn't hit it as he's going down the lift. Man, that's exciting stuff from Bound. He's wanting to put on a show for us at home.
Yeah, flies in, just lands a shot to the knee. This man, doesn't matter where he hits you, he's just going to flick and land it. Right now, it looks like he's slowed down. You've got Renegade up in Cafe. You can see Bubu, of course, across the map. Saiyan, I believe, in Yard. So they're pretty split up right now, just looking for information. That opening, I love the placement here from Bound. Very popular location to chow. You could see Saiyan, looks like he was trying to spring jump, or he's just hopping there for a little bit. Just delaying the time, right? Anything they can do to make their timing unpredictable will be advantageous for Bubu and Saiyan because they have no resources to work with, and they don't have heads either, Garrett. There's one face down. That's Bubu out of the picture, and now Saiyan left alone in Cafe. Gonna do what he can to put some damage in here. Bound knows he's there, though. Renegade taking shots, but Bound with the flank. That's an easy kill, and 4-0. No kills on the board yet for the blue team.
I mean, Bound's gameplay is so insane to watch. It's not like he's done anything extremely flashy, right? He hits nice snipe shots, but the way that he just uses the mechanics of the game, every time he throws a nade, he's canceling out the animation. He does those little things to give himself an advantage as he eventually does fall that sniper rifle, not quite able to hit the head. And then Saiyan uses it to find Renegade. Man, what a shot from Saiyan. But man, like I said, these players, they're at their top level. They do not want to lose. $1,000 is on the line, and they're going to do everything possible as Bound finds the kill on Saiyan. Well-made one shot. Massive kill from Bound right there to take down Saiyan and to start to get themselves that top mid control so that they can get this next overshield. Bound has it. He's getting up close and personal, and you don't normally snipe away these power-ups from Bubudubu. That's great control from Bound and Renegade.
That's a brutal situation for Saiyan as well. You can't lose those fights. When you hit a no-scope, you miss the Magnum shots, and then the OS comes up, and look at the advantage they've gained off of it, though. I like the laser coming in there across map. The takedown Bound and no shields here. Going to try to live up. They're going to push him right here in Cafe window. You got shots coming in from Renegade for the help here. Bound going to chow out, well, practically no shields, and pays the price for it. Bubudubu will take him down. Nades coming in, though. Nice trade from Renegade, and then squaring off with Renegade. Saiyan will finish that off to bring the score just a little bit closer here. And he's in position for that snipe as well. So we'll see. We might get a little Saiyan snipe action here, but it looks like he's going to opt to rotate farther away from it for now and just bait it.
Got him stuck. It's like he's trying to decide whether he wants to stutter step or not. He does eventually find Renegade over at that LR, makes him one shot, but Bound just won a critical fight, and now Saiyan is stuck between a hard place and a rock, and he cannot get away. Renegade eventually finds his back, and now Bound has just about a full sniper rifle to work with over at this LR, this glass area. If they can find a kill and then Renegade goes and blocks blue, they could have them in that nest spawn trap that's so devastating, and you know Bound isn't going to let anyone get away from him.
And that's something that could happen right here, right? They get the kill, and you know what? You already got Tram spawns here, so Bound going to make his way. I love that thrust, by the way, timing the thrust, so he gets an upward lift at the very end of that. So beautiful. The execution with the pistol as well. He's going to bring the snipe in for the no-scope beatdown. This is textbook. He does get a double, but leaving a stick behind there, Saiyan will stop the pressure just a little bit, but the snipe's still in the hands of Renegade, and I've seen this man hit some nice shots. I'm expecting more of them.
Yeah, he still has 4 bullets to work with. He's going to reload that clip right here as he's one shot. They're going to start trying to collapse on him, but you get up close and personal with Renegade with that sniper rifle. He doesn't often miss. Saiyan wins a big fight versus Round. That's versus Bound, and that's going to open up routes. Oh no, Renegade, a crucial miss as Bubudubu is going to be able to get away with that overshield, and he's going to use it to get right into the face of Bound and Renegade. He's buying time for Saiyan to reposition, but Saiyan gets caught out. Another miss snipe. Oh no, Renegade just barely missing millimeters. The difference between Renegade and Bound running away with this game, or the potential comeback from Bubudubu and Saiyan.
Must have given the man a haircut, because that looked clean to me, and that one's going to go into the shoulder, leave that player one shot. In the meantime, Renegade getting pushed here. Bound now up off spawn, though, so expect him to be a threat. In the meantime, Renegade, though, holding it down from glass, does spot the player in front of him. Here he will get shots in, but that player Bubu has the light rifle, and that could be a bane unless Renegade hits every single one of his shots, like of course he's doing. Looks like Bound's down in the meantime, though. A 5-kill game between the two of them. Renegade and Bound definitely with the advantage here, but it does look like something's cooking for Bubu and Saiyan as they're just looking for Renegade, who's been sitting in tram for the last like 3 minutes, Garrett, just holding it down here. Bubu, though, with the light rifle, is going to sneak his way in.
And as he took himself, right, there's routes that you take that take yourself off the map. Then those are the quick flanks, and Bubudubu's so well known for it, but every time it feels like he's done it this game, it's ended up with Saiyan resulting in a death. And now he's going to be able to find Renegade, but he's dead, and they can't afford to trade at this point, right? Plaza is such a hard map to get yourself back into it. You have to be able to get that total control. When you get it, it's beautiful, right? You spawn trap at the nest, but when you're talking at this high of a level, you have to find 2 kills basically right next to each other and have the timing to get to the spawn blocks, and then you usually want a sniper rifle to maintain those spawn traps. It's going to be very tough for Bubudubu and Saiyan to get back into this game, and that next sniper rifle is going to be the catalyst to make it happen. They have to get this sniper rifle and put it to work.
Bubu and Saiyan doing a really good job just slowing the pace of the game, though. They're not letting Bound and Renegade play their game. They're constantly picking up that light rifle. They're holding angles. They're hitting no scopes. Maybe a double here, and he does hit it. Saiyan with the shots. The OS now up, and that's a great advantage for Saiyan and Bubu. I think Bubu's even waiting on that OS, so he gets it nice and late here. Cafe side spawns. Bubu going to look to make the collapse. He's got Saiyan as in the back position here with the snipe. He can hold it down. Just keep that angle. Don't let anybody escape here. But this should be some money for Saiyan and Bubu if they can really capitalize. Bubu, in the meantime, he's going right up into Cafe here, so he's going to be that entry fragger. But looks like both players being so elusive, right? That OS is just melting down. Renegade somehow got the kill on Bubu despite his OS, and Saiyan kind of left out of the field to play here with the snipe. So despite the resources they have, it's not really, coming up the way you think it would.
No, and Saiyan taking really unorthodox angles with the sniper rifle. He does know there's a player in that bottom lift, right? So if that player lives, I think it's safe to say their head gets taken down, but you see them stutter stepping away, and this could leave Saiyan to be in a bad spot. If he drops down and he's not aware that that player is gone and gets a shot in on him, that could be devastating. But it just felt like when Bubudubu got that overshield, it felt as if he really wanted to put the pressure on and play fast. And Saiyan just played the total opposite, stayed back, tried to find a pick of those players escaping, and they're just so cognizant of the routes that they have to take. And Saiyan really hasn't found a player. He finally hits a no-scope, but can he get the kill? No, he cannot. And all that sniper life, man, Bubudubu went down twice, and no kills really came out of it for Saiyan, and now all of a sudden the sniper rifle's almost gone. It looked as if the comeback was on the horizon. A sniper rifle, brand new, an overshield, ready to go, and they just weren't able to put it into execution, but they finally find 2 big kills right here. They do it without the overshield this time. They're able to put them off rotation. They know that they're going to be spawning over at the tram. Now it's coming down to another set of PIVs, and we see Saiyan win one with the help of a team shot from Bound.
Yeah, nice spree right there from Saiyan before he goes down. That does bring our score to 16 to 19 here. So just a 3-kill game. Bubu looking to win this fight on Bound. He does take it, so that's huge from him. OS now coming up as well, so they got that advantage. And they did wait on that OS. It's got to be sometime in the 30s. They're now dogpiling on top of it here, just body blocking, though I think they got it. It's in the hands of Saiyan. Bubu going down immediately, though, so you want to stay up in the situation and get a nicely timed collapse, but now Saiyan is alone. I believe he does have the combo, though, so this could be excellent for him, but he's just getting shot from both sides, and this is why you want to have Bubudubu with you, regardless. Saiyan putting in some nice shots here, just a 2-kill game. There's Bubu from behind, and there's the collapse that I'm looking for. 1 kill separates these teams. You gotta love it, Garrett. They brought it close yet again.
Yeah, it feels like a massive misstep from Bound and Renegade, right? That overshield was getting destroyed by Renegade, and Bound just, I don't know if the timing was wrong or if he accidentally dropped, but that took away the overshield but could not get the kill from it. Sniper rifle is in the hands of Bound, and he gets melted. Are they aware that the opposing player is behind them, though? Saiyan's made one shot, and he lives! Oh, my movement! Oh, that's an incredible live.
Normally players would drop directly down the U-turn there, but I love the thrust to get on that banister outside the back of top mid there. Just a great way to stay alive, and now he's got a snipe for his troubles. You can see him in the bottom of lift here and plenty of ammo to work with. Sniffs out Demon. That's an easy headshot for him. 1 kill above the enemy team here, looking for a no-scope as well. Did he hit his teammate?
He hit his teammate.
Did he hit Bubu? They're still winning the game. They got an advantage here, but that's a bit of a blunder. You don't want to see it. 22 kills. Still holding on to snipe. He's got 5 shots to work with, but he is taking pressure. Bubu now spawned. Saiyan gonna look to rotate out of here.
Look at this. Saiyan's just repositioning with his sniper rifle. He found one, or he's really just been looking at unorthodox angles, and he's found 1 kill from it thus far. But they have the lead, and the overshield's coming up in about 20 seconds right now. So they need to get to that blue door or to kill these players over at Hotel. And this could be a misstep from Bound, right? He's taking himself completely out of that overshield play by being here at the Hotel. And now they could probably just ignore him and start getting over towards LR. But I want to hear what the final moments between Saiyan and Bubudubu are. Let's go in with our first listen in of the match.
Obi's getting sniped. He's top gold. He was top gold.
And a blue, Bound, flowers. He's driving with us. I hear him.
Yeah.
I'm shooting.
They're gonna both be here.
I'm running.
They're gonna both be here.
Glass.
Market 3 shots. Market 3 shots.
Glass 1 shot.
Don't back up. He's gonna be on your market. He's gonna be on your market. He went. He's still soda. Still soda.
1 shot nest. Dude, I didn't throw this 1 shot benches. Alright, minute left. Wait for me. I think Bound still at snipe somewhere. I saw him blue.
What's top mid? I'm in yard.
Needing glass. 1 top mid. Okay.
I'm like yard, Jesse.
I'm 1 top yellow. 1's benches.
I want to commentate this.
Alright, we need to find Renegade.
Oh.
All right, let's commentate it.
I think you were like LR or
He's sitting
something.
up there, man. He wants to pray down, and Bound eventually finds him. And, that's Renegade actually that comes down
Renegade.
and finds that kill. Oh my, Renegade! What a spot!
Dude, at 20, what was it, 23 to 22, Renegade's hiding in the cheekiest of spots here. Now Bounty's doing it too. Look at him being sneaky in yard, but he doesn't know Bubu's right behind him. And he will likely get taken out here. There we go. But the time is a factor, and they have literally 10 seconds to tie up this game. Bubu doesn't get it. Renegade ices up, and that's yet another 25 to 23. What a game.
My God, man, that is just so. It's almost, it feels heartbreaking for Bubudubu and Saiyan. It felt as if they were gonna make the comeback happen. They were down. They're on that back foot once again, and behind the sniper rifle of Saiyan, it felt like they were starting to make some momentum, make some way, some headwind into getting into that comeback. And once again, they just can't do it. That beautiful spot by Renegade though, to just drop down and just to know. I think they saw the clock and they were like, we can just hide, take these weird positions where they can't find us and force them to play forward, and we're gonna eventually find a free pick, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They recognized they had time on the clock. Time was on their side. They had the kill advantage. So Renegade made, honestly, it's such a nerdy play, but so smart. That spot has been, we've known of that spot for so long, but it's still very unpopular. You don't often see players get into it. So just picking the perfect timing to get to a spot like that. You could hear in the comms as well, Bubu and saying, they're like, we need to find Renegade. We don't know where Renegade is. It turns out the man's like Spider-Man. He's just up there waiting, or Batman, whatever you want to say. He's waiting from above to drop down on top of you and bound. I mean, he made some plays here, getting stuck in the process. I think it was Saiyan, though, who really led the board, who really turned up. He had the sniper majority of the game. He had 17 kills as well, so he's iced up. He's looking good, and honestly, him and Bubu, they're playing well together. They got yet another close game. Here's the double. You got to love the plays here from Saiyan, just looking so good. But just it wasn't enough. And Bound and Renegade, who knew they were so nerdy?
Love it. We're seeing it in slow-mo. The big thing, though, I mean, this was a massive double kill from Saiyan, but then they follow it up with just a massive misstep, right? They get this overshield, they get the control, they know where they're going to spawn next, and Bubudubu is just left by himself with that overshield, taking the brunt of the damage, and eventually loses a fight to Renegade. And to me, that's what secured the victory for Bound and Renegade, right? It was a close game. I love this snipe from Saiyan. It's just unorthodox angles that, he eventually found one. But
the awareness
when Bubudubu dies with that overshield, and there's no benefit from it, I just feel as if that really just secured the exclamation point on the match. It was going to be Bound and Renegade, but we've had 2 games in a row that have ended 25 to 23. It's time now for Bubudubu and Saiyan to step up and take this 3rd game.
Yeah, it's definitely the coordination on the collapse. You said it perfectly, right? Saiyan, I mean, he had the snipe, so it encouraged him to stay back, but Bubu had the OS. He wanted to go forward. They got to be, they got to make plays together in unison, and now there's no snipe to worry about. There's just an OS sitting in the bottom of the map, so hopefully Saiyan and Bubu will chow together, because that's definitely what we're going to see for Renegade and Bound as they square off for the OS here, and it looks like it will be deleted instantly, along with the 2 players. That's a 2-0 to start the game. Renegade and Bound, they're still looking nasty.
I mean, talk about that? That's about, I think, the 2nd time that's happened where Bubudubu and Saiyan opted to play fast for the overshield off the start, and it's cost them their life both times where they've gone down 2-0 to start. Look at Renegade just repositioning, listening to the callouts of Bound to find that kill. Beautiful start from Bound and Renegade, and actually I want to go in with another listen with Bound and Renegade this time, as they seem to be just going off in the start. Let's hear what it sounds like.
I'm going near blue car.
I'm or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, pink 2, blue, and blue wall.
Okay. Wait, I'm blue wall.
Bundy. Yeah, he was like, blue wall.
Dude, one shot blue bridge, other one's blue window. These guys, bro. Nice. He's blue bridge, I'm pretty sure. I don't see him. Yeah, spawn blue needles, I have no idea. He's a blue Eli. Shot him twice. He's from blue, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, bottom blue. Dude, bottom blue throwing the best grenades.
One shot bottom blue, absolute bottom blue, left side. Other one's car 2 with combo, I hear him.
Front blue, one shot.
One's on me, dude. I'm probably dead. Dude, this guy. Oh my god, and needles, bro. These red needles. And P2, you saw him.
P2?
Yeah, you can probably try that. Nice. Obviously. He has combo.
Yeah. It's at 50.
I'm pretty sure he's car 2 just sitting there. He's a native red P-shirt. He's probably already Eli.
Yeah, he's red with the combo.
Okay, I'm front red.
Wait, red car, both red car.
Okay, I'm looking. I'm watching front.
50, bro.
Yeah. Red car 4, one shot stand. Car 2, 2 shots. Both car 2. pro.
Hey, Tom, this is Jovi. This is Jovi.
Okay.
Yours, for free.
I got it.
Blue Bridge.
Where?
Blue Bridge, one shot. Dude, I gotta
Where?
with that guy. The pro player. I don't know.
Hey, Vovi. Or combo.
Yeah, you're Blue Bridge.
I got it.
And what? Listening, I mean, they sound just primed and ready. There really isn't any miscommunication. That they're just working with each other so well, and it proves why they are the Money Tuesday champion. They're undefeated when it comes to matches. No one has really been able to take them the distance yet, and they're just showing it why. They're clean, they're calm, they're collected, and they find pivotal kills when necessary.
But the game is still close. That's the crazy thing. They've got both OSs so far. Usually in a map like this, when the first OS is grabbed and both players are killed without any kind of feedback, you see like a momentum swing, right? On Regret, I've seen 9-10 kill strings with just no answer back. But Saiyan and Bubu, they're holding on. They're keeping it close. But this is what we saw in Truth as well, just constantly fighting from the back foot. They need to do something drastic here to ice up, to really pull away, and it's going to have to come from that next OS grab or something. But so far, Saiyan just getting isolated, taken down. Bubu now left by his lonesome here, going to have to back up into red, but that's also going to force his teammate Saiyan to spawn. You know what? It didn't happen. Saiyan spawned beside him, so I like the little rotation there from Bubu, allowing Saiyan to spawn up. It looks like Saiyan dies the instant that he spawns, though, so Bubu spending a lot of time out of action here. Will he win the fight with Bound? He does, and that brings us to 4, but still fighting from behind.
I thought that sticky grenade was gonna connect. It looked perfect, just missed it, but he eventually found the kill anyway. But Renegade, man, he takes over on Regret. There's no one that even comes close to matching Renegade's talent on this map. He takes it over every time he plays as he just jumps forward, and he has a Top Gun medal. 10 of the 13 kills going in favor of Renegade early on in this game as they try to take a 3-0 lead. Overshield going to be coming up soon, and it's going to come down to this 1v2. Renegade doing his best to stay alive, but that is a missed overshield for Bound and Renegade. But great job by Renegade not to give up his life.
That's so huge by Renegade. He knows he's not going to win that fight. He knows OS is bust. He's not going to get it, so he just gets out of there immediately. And Bound with the movement. Look at this cheeky bugger. Going to make it all the way up to, ring 4. And in the meantime, Saiyan just gets taken down again, alone. And Bubu's the one with the OS here, so I'm wondering how this is happening. I got to see Bubu come up, put the damage in, get a little more confident in the gameplay here. They're Saiyan with the opening kill, so Bubu got to fly him with the Chal, use the rest of this OS, and just isolate and remove Bound from the field here. Bound being a nuisance. Going to try to be a hard kill. Up in the lift, down once again. He can't seem to get the kill on him, and all this time is time given to Renegade to get back up into a high position here. And it looks like Renegade does come in with the trace, and now 15-9 on the board. Remember, this is a best of 7 series, so they will have to win 4 to take the series. But man, if they go 3-0, this is a bit of a soul crusher for Saiyan and Bubu.
Oh, Saiyan just gives up his back at the wrong time, and Bound takes advantage. He finds Bubudubu, but Saiyan eventually finds that trade, but they're down by 5, and this has been the story of this series. They play close, they end up giving a little bit of a lead towards the mid-game, and then they claw their way back in towards the end, but have not been able to finish yet. I need to see a game from these two where they just take it over, where they firmly are in the lead, where they just play their hearts out and win their fights, and Saiyan needs to win this one. He does. He shuts Renegade down and gets the noob combo to go with it. As we said, they make their comebacks like this. Saiyan has the noob combo to work with. They're gonna find these kills and potentially get this next overshield, and then the comeback is on.
Gotta love the spawn awareness from Saiyan as well, just holding this down with the reticle placement. He does get the kill here. He's got Bubu with him. They could make plays off of this. If they continue to hold control, they might be able to secure themselves another OS, which would be crucial. Bubu, in the meantime, look, they've isolated Renegade here, so this should be a nice kill. If Bubu doesn't go down, he gets stuck, actually, so he is down for the count. Saiyan and Bound going to have to square off here. Saiyan, he wants the OS. He gets flanked, and Bound with a massive play that gives him a free OS, and he's not going to waste any time diving up into Bubudubu in blue base here.
Yeah, you can see that player. I believe it was Bubudubu who just spawned at red and immediately stood still because, he spawned at blue and immediately stood still because he didn't want to give any sound cue. He didn't want them to know that he was underneath blue base, and it worked, right? They eventually left blue. You saw them collapse in on blue, didn't see anything, and left. And that bought time, and time is so critical when you're trying to take out an overshield. As Saiyan finds the kill on Renegade, but Bound is flying, man. This looks like a playground. He's at the gym trying to get his reps in as he's just hanging above, doing some chin-ups over here on the top wall, and eventually does find Saiyan.
And this is what you wanted to see from Bubudubu with the OS, is you're just a force on the map. You're everywhere where you need to be. You're getting kills along the way, right? Bound is everywhere. He's such a nuisance, and he's always in an off angle, so you never expect the man. Right up into Saiyan's face. It's a 5-shot, a killing spree, and he's got Renegade with him to put the damage in. So 23-15, 2 more left to close it out. I'm not sure how they make this comeback here, Garrett.
Right, and we talked about it earlier. Bound is the entry fragger. You get him up close and personal, he wins those fights, and he had the freedom with that overshield to get up in their space. No social distancing in sight as Bound found kill after kill, and the lead is just insurmountable at this point. At least it feels that way. After what we saw in the undercard, you can never say never, as Bubudubu finds a big kill right there to get them a little bit more breathing room. And, you know, the comeback, it's still possible. We saw crazy things today. It just comes down to playing perfect Halo at this point.
I've become pretty accustomed to comebacks after that last series, I gotta say. So yeah, you never know. Although, getting melted and taken down. There goes Bubu, Saiyan with the answer back, but 24-19 here. Saiyan looking confident up on top mid. He's got the combo. Renegade just going to stay there, wait for the chow, though. Renegade just as confident. This is the OS right here. If they get this OS, they might have a shot. They got to come back from 4 kills here. Just getting melted, though. Saiyan goes down, and just, the timing just a little bit too early, and that's what burned him, too, is he didn't get that previous OS. Bound did with that flank. So there you go, 25-20 for Game 3, and now we are at series point already.
And it could have been that when Saiyan went to go pick up that overshield, he used that technique where you use that little bit of a slide to get yourself an ultra boost. And I think the momentum just carried him too far. If he stood on that platform, I think he could have backed down and kept his life alive for just long enough for Bubudubu to get in there and find that kill and eventually secure that overshield. So just an unfortunate bit of movement right there that cost their life. That really just felt like a defining game for this match for Bound and Renegade. It's been close, and then they just put on the heat. When it comes to regret, no one does it better than these two.
Yeah, I sense a little bit of hesitation in the playmaking from Bubu and Saiyan as well. They're hitting amazing shots when they square off in their 1v1s, especially with Saiyan here. Like, you can see it, Saiyan's winning a lot of his pivs in 1v1s, but when it comes to coordinated team plays and getting to where they need to be on the map quickly and efficiently, I'm just not seeing it in the same way. They're not stealing the presence in the same way, and it just makes me think that, you know, they're a little timid on the map right now. And I mean, they're going up against the juggernauts, so it's understandable. But something's gonna have to change. They got to fight fire with fire here. They got one more shot to do it.
One more shot. What is the map? We are going into Truth, and talk about a stacked rotation for Bound and Renegade.
Do you believe in the comeback? The 3-0 comeback, do you believe?
I never doubt Bubudubu. But this being said, we're talking about a mountain to climb. This is Mount Everest, right? You have 2 games of regret, which we've already established. Bound and Renegade, they don't lose regrets. We see another Plaza where, you know, Renegade and Bound are impressive snipers, but they have to get their momentum here on Truth and start to make the comeback happen. We saw a very close game on the first Truth. This is the time for Bubudubu and Saiyan to get their momentum, and that's a great way to start it. Bubudubu landing great cross-map shots. Bound's gonna pick up the camo, but is immediately burned. Talk about an answer early on.
Here we go. Last chance for Bubu and Saiyan. In the chat, type 1 if you believe in this reverse sweep. If you still believe in Bubu and Saiyan, let's hear you type 1, or see you type 1. But this is their final chance to do it. And Bubu, he's going to back off here because he's in a lot of trouble in red base, getting forced back by 2 players and almost gets 1. But Saiyan, beautiful nade from him to come in and pick up that trade. But he's caught out front base, and Renegade wastes no time getting up in the fray here. That's a melee trade, 4-3. So nice close game to kick it off.
Look at Bound, man, they are just hitting cross-map shots. Bubudubu looks like a man possessed. They are not getting away from him anytime soon. He goes all the way from Peace Street to Car Door to find that player over at Car 1 and takes him down. And look how forward he is playing. Saiyan gets taken out, and Bound unfortunately spawns underneath the base, and Bubudubu is aware, and he instantly starts backing down. But look at Bound. He likes to take the he likes to take the fight up close and personal, but he gets taken down this time. I honestly feel as if Bubudubu is going to be the X factor this game. With the way that he's playing right now, he looks as if he's in top form.
Yeah, Bubu knows Renegade and Bound are looking a little too cocky these days. He's got to knock him down a peg. This is Bubu's opportunity here. So save that dubu for the end of the game here. We need the ice, Bubu. There's the shots into Renegade here. One more bullet will take him out, but he needs to reload. Saiyan coming in with the collapse. But Renegade opts to go P3. You got to love the movement here from Bound and Renegade. They're so damn difficult to kill. And they do bring this game down to 2 kills. But still, Bubu and Saiyan, they hold on to a slight lead, though, trapped in car 1 as a spawn. A little awkward.
I just felt the momentum like drain from me from that life where Renegade somehow stays alive at P3 and Saiyan gets taken out, unfortunately, from Bound, and it felt as if all the life just got sucked out of this team, and now they're trapped all the way on car side. They're gonna have to fight Bound. They eventually win that fight, so maybe they can get to this camo in time, but Renegade's gonna be able to put it on the body. Can he win this fight? It's a pivotal one. Bubudubu wins it once again, man. He's winning every piv in this game.
It's a trade, but honestly, that is a win in Bubu's book for sure. 10-8 on the board here. Saiyan getting hit by the nade here. Does stay up, though. He's getting shot in the back. Rough's position for Saiyan, but love to live. Bubu comes in and 5s to save him. And they still lead here. Bound gonna fly out with the chow here. He wants that trade, and he gets it. I mean, I guess Bound gets what he wants. Bound almost gets a double, but Bubu with the red bar. He does go down. Two kills, still leading. So for the first time, honestly, for the first half of this game, Bubu and Saiyan, they do have the control. They do hold on to the narrow lead.
It might as well have been a double for Bound. I mean, he makes that player red bar in a situation where they probably shouldn't even take a lick of damage. Bound so deadly. Oh, when he's really close to you. Renegade needs to win this fight. Saiyan comes out on top of Bound, quick to trade. As we saw a really early lead from Bubudubu and Saiyan be cut apart. Now we're just going into that spot where it's just trade for trade style Halo. These players are starting to feel comfortable. The shots are hitting. Saiyan trying his best to stay alive in the window. He's going to do that for now. Renegade taking damage, but finds Bubudubu on the other end, and Bound finds his kill as well, and that'll tie up the game. They have complete P control. They're waiting for them to spawn in the bubble. That's exactly what happened. Bound, once again, just missing a little bit of movement. This is so uncharacteristic of him. We usually just see him 100% hit his jumps, but not quite going his way this time on Truth, as he's going to fight a 1-on-2. He's going to get taken down. Renegade pushes himself up, but Saiyan wins that fight. A double kill and a Top Gun medal for him. Camouflage coming up in about 20 to 30 seconds. It's going to be the impact play, this next camo.
Such a big double from Saiyan. They can't lose that lead. They can't lose that momentum. The moment that happens, I don't know if I continue to believe here, Garrett. So they got to hold on. We got the camo coming up here. Saiyan now on P1. Not an ideal position to be in, but I like this sneaky player. He knows he can't just sit on P1, so he gets behind Renegade. He's got Bound to take out as well, though, so double dilemma for Saiyan. He's putting shots into both, but Renegade comes back with the challenge, and Bound gets the camo. Bubu now ISO. He's taken down, and this is what I was worried about. Garrett Bound's just doing 720s. He's spinning around. Somehow Renegade gets lit up, though, but Bound, he's got an advantage here.
Yeah, this is going to be a crucial moment for Bound. You can tell that they're feeling confident, but he can't let this camo go for naught, right? He has to find a +1, a +2 with it, but he can't be slow enough that Renegade's just going to get picked off in 1v2s while he's trying to make a play happen. Bound eventually finds the creep walk up to Bubudubu. He gets the shots in. Bubudubu throws the nade, but the nade misses. Renegade eventually finds the trade. Saiyan needs to kill Bound. Saiyan does kill Bound. Renegade's flying. He wants this kill. He's hunting him down. The nades don't connect. Saiyan trying his best to stay alive. Bubudubu's going to come from P2, swooping in like the hero he is, getting shots in the back, trying to get this player down. Renegade eventually lives, but is taken out at the last moment. Bubudubu comes in like the superhero he is and finds two critical moments. They get themselves a lead and control of the map.
You gotta love the ice from Bubu and Saiyan here. Just pure pro player talent on this team. Not backing down. They're down 3-0, but they are looking better than ever in Game 4 here. 1 kill lead. They got to hold on to it. Bubu just going to try to stay up in blue to let Saiyan come back and put some damage in. You got a player up on top mid. You got Bound just flying him for the challenge, but Bubu says, get out of my face. He almost has the kill here. Bound being a difficult target, but he's right above him. That's a big kill from Bubu, and now a 1v1. Saiyan and Renegade. Saiyan takes it 23-20. 2 kills left to close it out, and we might have a bit of a reversal here coming out of Bubu and Saiyan.
And this is the first time that we've really felt that Bubudubu and Saiyan have the momentum, that they are in the driving position, that they can really choose their own outcome this time around. But Bubudubu needs to live. Renegade's hitting insane shots from that bottom mid position, but he's going to get caught out on the jump up. The nade hits, but cannot finish. Saiyan went down while this was happening. Bubudubu needs to live. He needs to win. The reversal medal is there, 24-21, and now he gets the camo to go with it. Bubudubu, take my energy and take this game number 4 and push us to a game 5.
Bubu might have saved the game by grabbing that camo, unless he gets stuck though. Getting stuck on the clambers here. He's alone in the attic. He's gonna get pinched and taken down, and he can't seem to get a kill. Somehow he lives though. My God, he's out front base. He gets chased down. Saiyan, an opportunity to get a kill here. He's looking for a scrappy trade, but now he's got to slow it down. He's getting pushed right up and by him low. He's lonesome here. He's got 2 players on him, getting shots from both. He ice up on the Renegade. He can't get the shot. 24-24, but Bubu does manage to clutch up and get the kill. They will take a game. And maybe we've got a series on our hands here, Garrett.
Whew. Guys, we talked about it. Was the comeback possible? Is the reverse sweep possible? And I'm here to tell you, if you believe in this reverse sweep, there's one thing you can do to give your energy to this team. One action that you can take to make this reverse sweep happen. Follow the Twitch channel, smash that heart button, follow the Twitch channel. The reverse sweep will happen. I believe in it. Bubudubu, take the energy and force the reverse sweep. We're at least getting a game number 5.
I mean, the man does speak the truth. You're not going to find better twos content anywhere else right now. You better follow the channel because, my God, what a series this has been so far. Saiyan and Bubu, my heart goes out to you because I just about had a heart attack at the end of that game, Garrett. My God, that was so tense. Bubu managing to secure camo, but he goes down, does damage. Saiyan flying in. Bubu coming back, just trying to get 1 kill was all they needed. And it all started with that early momentum they had there in game 1. Are we in another game? No, this is replays. I'm freaking out here, Garrett. My God, we're about to get a game 5 on our hands.
We are wired up right now. But man, this is such a close game, right? There's so many highs and lows for each team. We saw such an incredible start from Bubudubu and Saiyan that basically instantly got nullified by a massive live by Renegade over at P3, and then it really just felt back and forth until we saw incredible pivots won by Bubudubu and Saiyan
right here
to give them the momentum. Oh God, Renegade, man, what a kill!
I mean, you know, Renegade wanted that chow because he knew Bubu was weak, and if he didn't get the kill, he wouldn't get the camo, so he felt like he had to go for it. But Bubu, yeah, he iced up. He had the placement of the reticle, too, above the shield, just knowing that the jump challenge was coming in. He was so ready for it. And honestly, despite the camo grab, he couldn't live here, right? Look at the live to go out front base. Almost gets the stick. The man's doing everything. Well, 1 bullet. And that was just enough to give Saiyan a chance here. But then the new spawn, Bubu, has to get the final kill. So, man, what a flurry of events. Who knows how that would have gone if Bubu didn't spawn up in that red base there with an opportunity to get a kill. But the match goes on. The series goes on. Garrett, it's time for game number 5. We are right back into regret here, fighting for the OS yet again. And let's see who wins it off the rip.
And, you know, Shy, I can hear the villains march. I can hear the parade in the background because this is the toughest map to play these two on. And Bubudubu and Saiyan need to make it happen. Saiyan, once again, man, they go for the early grab and it costs them their life, and it's going to cost Bubu his as well. Oof. They go down 2-0 to start. Every time that they've done it thus far, it has not worked out in their favor.
Yeah, bit of a flashback. I feel like I've seen this moment before. It looks like Bound, in the meantime, was locking down that spawn, but there was nobody there to chow. He will put the damage into Bubu, but in the meantime, Renegade was taken out. That does bring our score here to 2-1. Bound left alone here. Renegade now spawning up. You got both Saiyan and Bubu very split on the map, and Bubu with a big flank here does the opening damage, but they're looking for Saiyan. Saiyan being a hard target here. He does link back up with Bubu, gets the kill. It's a beautiful 5 from him. Bound with the trade, though. He's going to jump his way. Nope, he's doing some tricky movement here. He's down, up, and he spring thrusts his way back to the bridge. Enough to get him a kill on the Bubu as well. So Bound, he's the director of the ship here. He seems to know what he wants.
Yeah, how many times have what percentage of Halo players can miss their clamber on the on that P Street and then instantly fall into a spring jump thrust to get back on? I mean, you know, there's a nice little percentage of it, but the movement is just so clean from Bound to just, you know, he makes a little hiccup, he gets back to where he needs to go, and like it's those opportunities, that practice that he has in those custom games that afford him those opportunities. But Saiyan finds a critical kill on Bound. Bound just thrust too far forward, and it's going to cost him his life. A 2-kill lead for Bound and Renegade, but Bubudubu and Saiyan are trying to stop that from happening. Saiyan, look at him finding that big kill, but I don't even know how Bound found that angle from bottom base. It didn't feel as if Saiyan was exposed at all, but Bound somehow got that trade out at the last second.
The crazy thing about Halo 5 in 2021, though, Garrett, is the meta is so advanced. Like, everyone's hitting spring jumps. If you're not hitting spring jumps, you're kind of washed, you know? Like, you need to be cracked in twos in your movement to have any advantage here, and it's good to see these players got it. But Saiyan, he's got the shots, that's for sure. He takes out Bound. Renegade now left alone, but Renegade going to get a big trade there. OS now up, and Bubu in position to get it, so Bubu will grab that OS. That's a 48 OS. And he's going to make his way back up to top mid. Let's see Bubu get aggressive with this OS, something we didn't see last time. He has an opportunity to get a big advantage here.
Oh, look at him. He goes back for that noob combo. Smart plays. He knew he wanted to drop, but he's like, hey, I got to have my safety net first. He finds a safety net, and with that, he finds a kill, and he still has a majority of this overshield to work with. And the player spawns behind him. He just saw him at the last second, and that will spell the demise of... Oh, no, Renegade! Wow. The reversal! Oh, my nade into shot. Oh, that's a critical kill from Renegade.
Gotta love the momentum that Saiyan and Bubu have picked up, though. They've got themselves to a tie game here. Saiyan's hitting all of his shots here, though he will get pushed up on right now. There's a player right beside him. Not sure how he didn't get melee, but nade's coming in. He's still taking damage, doing everything he can to live. He jumps out front, but Renegade will take him. Bubu now left alone. Gonna try to live up on Carside. He's just got to milk his life as long as possible, but Renegade takes him down, so maybe starting to pull away here. We got ISO spawn for Saiyan. Saiyan gonna get collapsed on immediately, so you can see the timing, the movement coming out of Bound and Renegade here as they fly and they take advantage. But they can't do it with Saiyan getting that melee. That's going to corrupt everything somehow. Oh, I thought for a second Saiyan got a double. Renegade does get the trade, but Bubu now has a chance for high ground, and he wouldn't have had it if Saiyan didn't ice up.
Well, Bubudubu just saw the extra spawner. Bound was in that bottom base, and Bubudubu spotted him at the last second. So that should tell them, hey, top mid is for our taking. We can start pushing up a little bit. Renegade's at P2, 3 shots in. Saiyan easily comes back up to find that kill, and now they can go back for top, man. They just need to get this noob combo, this top control, and get ready for this next overshield. That next overshield could be the key to taking a lead and being in that driving position. Like we said, so often they've been on their back foot, especially when it came to this map last time they played it. This is their opportunity to finally start getting themselves a lead and to be controlling and dictating the pace of the game. This next overshield is going to be critical to making that a reality.
Here it is, the fight for the OS, but Bubu went down, Saiyan alone, so I don't think he can do anything to get to this OS. And it looks like it will be picked up by Bound and Renegade here. So Saiyan, Bubu, they're trying to hold on. The pressure coming in, though. Bound with the OS. You know how fast this guy moves without OS. With the OS, look at him. He's already back up at the center map. He seems to know exactly where these players are in P1. So he'll get right up into the face of Bubudubu, and this is where the momentum string begins here. I've been trying to figure out what episode of Star Wars we're watching here, Garrett. Are we watching A New Hope or Revenge of the Sith? It's looking like Revenge of the Sith right now.
I think we're just watching Revenge of the Sith, man. They're just going in, but I mean we didn't even see the outlines, man. Bound he just knew where everyone was. Used that overshield to get up in everyone's face, man. And the Empire strikes back. Basically, is what happened right now because they are just insanely talented on this map. They really don't let any opportunities fall away from them. And like I said, that overshield was so critical. It determines who's going to dictate the pace of the game. And so far, Renegade and Bound have come out on top when it comes to that overshield trade.
Yeah, Renegade and Bound, of course, you know, they got the OS, they put the pressure on, but despite that, Bubu and Saiyan, they held on. Still a 3-kill game here. They got high ground control. The game is kind of slowed through a crawl here. You can see we don't have the outlines as well, so we don't quite know where they all are. We know they're in red. Saiyan does get that big kill. And you got up on P2, Renegade staying up here. Renegade doing so much work to just try to get a trade, but every moment that Saiyan continues to live here is huge. They do bring it back to a 1-kill deficit. Bound ISO up in spawn here. You got Renegade opposite side of the map, so this is crucial timing for Saiyan and Bubu to come in with the collapse to get the kill. but it looks like they can't do it. He's a weasel. The man gets out of red base, he's back on top mid all of a sudden.
He just played a trap card or something, man, because now they're trapped in red base, and he's top mid. Like, how in the world did that just happen? But we've seen this happen. This is a common theme that we've seen every time. Bubu and Saiyan do what's necessary to get themselves back into the game, and then Overshield comes up, they don't get it, and the game is lost at that point. Renegade gets the next Overshield once again, a noob combo in the hand of Saiyan.
Nice.
He's going to be able to burn it right away, which is critical, but Bound's going to find an easy kill, and now Bubudubu's exposed at P1. He should probably fall in a moment because they're not going to let this man live. Yeah, you see Bound just immediately getting in his face and finding that kill. And once again, all that hard work to get back into this game is just completely washed away by a single Overshield grab.
20-17. We got 5 kills left to win this event from Bound and Renegade. Just a little bit more work to do on the side of Bubu and Saiyan here, and I think it might come down to that OS depending on how long they draw out this game, unless, of course, Bound's got something to say about it, because the man gets a big melee. That does leave Tommy alone here. He's out front base. He's going to spring jump his way to the bridge, but no dice on this. I don't know how he's going to live. He's got the demon chasing him down. Renegade does take it. That's now 22-17. 3 kills left to close it. Bubu made his way back up the top mid. He's trying to be tricky, but once he gets seen, he's going to get taken out here, Garrett. 2 kills left now. I don't know how they made this comeback. We saw some crazy things in the previous game, but they're down bad right now.
Well, the difference is we're not watching Bemsy. We're watching Bound and Renegade, and they have ice. They're not going to choke this one away. 24-17 is just too much of a mountain to climb. Bubudubu's trapped in the worst spot on the map. Car 1 tunnel. It's going to be so hard to escape. Now they're both trapped, and it's just a matter of time between Renegade and Bound getting up close and personal. Renegade gets the hit down, and we see the champions once again rise the belt over the head. They are undefeated versus the challengers to come. And they have just proven why they are the best 2v2 Halo players in the game. Bubudubu not having his hottest game of the series, going 3-11, but with 8 assists.
All right.
So he was helping quite a bit.
All right, I think it's time. I think we got to call Shotzi and we got to call Neptune. Somebody's got to ring them up. We got to put thousands of dollars. Louis, I don't know how much money you got. Put it down on the table. We got to get these guys up against Bound and Renegade.
Man, we need to see it, man. We absolutely need to see it, and we're joined back once again with Nighty Night, and why not be reckless? Guys, what a match that we saw for our main card event. And although it wasn't a very close series on the match score, every game it felt like came down to just crucial moments that could have swung in anyone's favor.
I don't think any money in the world could drag.
How do you pull the world champ away from COD?
Yeah, man, he is making some bank over there.
And Neptune's like the up-and-comer, too. It's crazy.
He said he's down to do it on the off season. He said he's down.
Oh, okay.
Well, we got to wait for that then. But in the meantime, there is nobody. I don't know. It's got to be the rematch. It's got to be Frosty. We got to get Frosty back in here. He's the only other level 99 player in 2v2s. We got to get him with either Trippy, Skeptify. I've heard Falcated is insanely good at 2v2s, but I heard he hasn't been practicing lately. So that's probably what's going to have to happen. I'm thinking maybe a rematch, but between them is probably what needs to happen because it was so close, right? Like Trippy had that one beatdown in game 1. Yeah. Maybe that is what needs to happen. I don't know. But
you know what I want to see, Nighty? You know what I want to see?
What are you going to say?
Hear me out. Druck and Soulsnap. We just saw incredible games from them today. Let's get Trippy and let's get Frosty back in. And we're going to have an undercard match between the two. Winner moves on to fight Renegade and Bound. I think that's the only way we can determine this.
I think that's it.
And you know what?
Right there.
You know what? With the Frosty Trippy matchup, even though a win's a win, if that game 1 Truth Ghost Melee didn't happen, who knows how that series would have gone, right? So you kind of got to see a rematch there at some point as well with Frosty and Trippy. And I mean, if they can take out Druck and Soulsnipe, I think that's a perfect proving ground for them to get the rematch with Bound and Renegade. So I like your wavelength, guys, but we got to give a big shout out to Bubu and Saiyan for giving us a show, though. I was not expecting that incredible game 4 on Truth. They iced up. They gave us a series. Though Bound and Renegade, they're called the Demons for a reason. They held it down.
I still like Frosty and Soul Snipe. We haven't seen that mix yet. So there's so many different combinations, and no matter what, regardless of who we mix up, it seems like we're having really good matches. That I'm not calling undercard. I'm not doing it. That co-main event, fantastic. The series, I'm not gonna lie, wasn't close on this one. However, if you were actually watching the games, if you were actually watching what's happening in front of you, I mean, at any point in time, a couple things go Envy's way, boom, and Envy take a game or two, and we're going into game 5. That was incredible.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just a tiny maneuver from, I think it was Renegade on Plaza when he was hiding up on, I don't know where he was. Where was he? Alex, tell me.
Hiding. I don't know what the spot's called, but he's in back tram and he's hiding up there.
he Batmaned. He was just Batman coming down. There's so many little things that could have happened. Here we go. We can see it right now. This was a major moment. Saiyan knew where the guys were, and he was trying to find him, and this was just the biggest outplay to me. Like, this was a major, major moment, and boom, Batman.
That's a big highlight. You rarely see that spot, so it's great to see Renegade pull it out, because that's like a 2016 spot. You don't see that much these days. But one thing I've seen in I think it was actually in 4s was the red sign in this same area, right? In Yard, you got the red sign, you can hide behind it, and if you're on red team, it's very hard to see you behind it. But we didn't see that. We saw something next level.
Gosh, this is some of the best gameplay. I'm so excited to see it, but I'm so disappointed. I want to see them lose, but I can't find anybody. Honestly, I'm trying to find anybody that could possibly do it. I know a lot of people are saying Eco and Stellar.
90, get your controller, 90. We're gonna do this. You and me, bound around. I'm kidding. We're not.
I'm good to go. We're giving you guys a 20 kill spread or something. Like what?
Still no chance.
Calm down.
Still no chance, I guess. I don't know. Bound's been doing his 5-kill chows against pros. I don't know if you guys saw the 1v1s. He's going. He's letting Tusk try to hit 5, and he'll go to 15. The guy's crazy.
Oh, that's insane. That'd be such a great stream idea for Bound if he just goes live. 1v1 challenges versus viewers. You get 5 kills. I give you $100.
I mean, he did lose a lot of money that day, so I don't know.
Well, we have a winner view with the best in the world, Bound and Renegade. We've got it again. Let's hear from them. Guys, what's going on? You guys just had a phenomenal... Oh, wait a minute. They're not ready. They're not ready. We got to get them ready. All right, we're waiting. There they are. Hey, Adam. Hey, John. What's going on? How are y'all doing after that? Another win.
Doing good. Great series. Don't have a headache. I actually played like a teammate this time, and I feel like it wasn't close. I mean, the games were kind of close, but you like heard our comms or...
All right. Well, I mean, honestly, what's it going to take to beat you guys?
Alright, I'll talk. Bound says that Legend and Shady on like their connection would be a good match. Or like a connection disadvantage, and those guys are really good, so
really
that'd be kind of interesting.
I like that too. Put the spotlight. These guys are from France, right? Put the spotlight on two players that aren't very well known.
Yeah. I mean, well, they're super well known as far as the EU. They're dominant over there. Yeah, dominant. Let's see what they can do against the best in the world. Obviously the connection is going to come into play there, but how do you feel about that, John?
I mean, I'm West, so it'll be kind of a struggle. But, I mean, I'm down for any challenge.
Yeah, you are. That was just insane. What did you think about the undercard match, though? Like, how crazy that was?
That was intense. I think Brad and Vemzy did not have the ice today. I think if they brought the ice, I could have been like a game 5 down to the wire for sure. But
yeah,
they came back on like 30 times.
So So how is practice going for you? Like, I mean, are you playing a lot of 2v2?
Apex.
You said no.
I've just been grinding Apex. I haven't played Halo since the 5K.
Wow.
First time on.
Oh my God, Apex is really stealing you away, huh?
Yeah, I'm addicted. Trying to get the max rank.
Let's go. All right, we got the Predator out. All right, Gary, you got any questions? Alex, anything for the champ?
What advice do you have for Bemsy? You know, he just got come back on 3 times. This was his first, 700 people were watching him. What advice do you have for him?
Personally, like, he has to stop playing like Bound. Like, I feel like he does too much. Like, he's like throw sliding and like sliding around and just like taking unnecessary damage, and like, I don't know, I feel like in 2v2s like it's all like positioning like towards like the end of the games. Like, whoever has the best positioning wins like 99% of the time. So like, I mean, you could like thrust around and stuff, but if someone's like holding a god spot on the map, it's like pointless. I feel like my advice to him is to chill with the thrusting and just like focus on like being a better teammate and making like a team play.
I mean, Bemsy, you heard it. Take the notepad out, scribble it down. You're getting top tier coaching from the best 2v2 player on the planet. So,
Honestly, I thought that was great advice. You know what? I think Vem's going to sit there and maybe he will take it out of that notepad. I think that was great advice.
Tony, you got any questions for the champ?
What's the future looking like for you guys in Infinite? Obviously, I mean, I don't want to say Halo 5's chalked or anything, but obviously, Halo 5 is somewhat run its course. What's the future looking like? Like, moving into Infinite, are you guys gonna be grinding it? Talking 8 to 12 hours a day? Is the plan to do twos, scrims? What's the plan?
I am ready for whatever. I've been waiting for Infinite for it's about 3 years now. Like, I'm gonna be on that game every day for at least 12 hours.
Let's
a day.
go.
Damn.
100%. Like, I'm not gonna stop grinding until I'm the best.
streaming every moment, right? Streaming every moment of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Oh,
where do they find you on Twitch?
Twitch.tv/Renegade. Got the OG Renegade now. So.
You got the OG?
Yes, sir. Thanks a bunch. I don't know about that.
Okay. That's actually awesome. Good brand work there. Shout out to Adam Bound. You're killing it out there. Do the words I mean, do we have words from Bound? Can we hear Bound? Maybe? No. I don't. No, we can't hear from Bound, unfortunately. But I'm sure we'll hear from him again. We've got.
We'll hear from him on the live stream. Twitch.tv/Bound, right? We'll hear from him there.
Is that it? BOU?
Yeah, he got the original Bound.
Oh my God, y'all are killing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see some new comp though. See some like new pros come out, or not new pros, but different pros play twos and see like how good they can be. Because I think a lot of pros can be good if they put in the time. So I want to see, because I really enjoy you guys like doing this, and I think it's like good for Halo. So I want to see all the people coming back, and Snake Bite Roll 2 would be good.
Ooh.
Kevin Braden or EcoStellar. There's a lot of good players out there. Penguin was really good. Penguin and Sparty are really good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Penguin and Spartan?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to ask them. I know Spartan's kind of on the fence right now, but he has been putting the time in.
And you could start him out against Druck and Soul Snipe. I know we talked about the exchange on Twitter.
Definitely. I think Druck and Soul Snipe. Yeah, I think you should build those guys. I wanted to see Brad and Trippy versus them, but like the Vemsy thing too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Penguin and Sparty would be really interesting. I think they would probably be down for that too. So
I would like to see that. I definitely would.
You also talked about new players on the come up. Is there like a specific player that comes to mind that you'd say is like under the radar, a lot younger?
Legend.
Bound said Legend. I think Legend's pretty good. It just sucks because like I think he's really good. I just never really played him in like a fair environment.
Right.
I feel like if I'm ever playing him, like it's usually on my server or vice versa.
Right.
Yeah. I I mean, it's a French connection against West Coast NA, so it'd be tough. But boy, would it be an amazing story if somehow when we got live events back and they were to take their trip finally over here to compete, and they, obviously they're a really good team, so they'll do well. And then we maybe get like a side match at the event.
Dude, that now one thing I think like what you guys are doing, like if we did this on LAN, like maybe before like the grand finals or something, like I think it'd be very interesting to start like bringing like a 2v2 scene into like competitive like Infinite.
Yeah.
Not just 4v4s. Like I think like bringing a 2v2 scene into Infinite like will obviously like give more players incentive to play.
Yeah.
Even if their teammates aren't as good as them, like
yeah,
it'll give them the spotlight too, and it would be fun. Like I love playing Halo 2s on LAN because it's not less like corner campy. Can't really like blast your headset that much. So I feel like it's a lot more interesting.
Yeah. They definitely would. I mean, I think that would just be an incredible thing when you have that side event like the free for all was back in Halo 2. It allows players to prove themselves and get to that area. So I think you're really onto something there, John. Great work tonight. You had an incredible performance as usual. You didn't have a headache, and you iced up. Any last words before we head out?
I mean, thank you guys for hosting these. I love playing these. These videos you guys are posting on Twitter are like really good too. Like, I'm glad to see you guys. I'm glad to see you guys like actually like taking Halo 5 2 serious and trying to build something out of it. Like, I think there's a lot of good matchups on the come up, and I think a lot of players that are pro need to step up, start playing these.
I like that.
I totally agree. All right. Well, that pretty much does it for the night. Any last words, Renegade? We'll see you later, bud. We'll see you the next time. Man, you have a good night, all right, man?
All right, thank you.
See ya.
You guys for hosting.
All right, so the panel. Any last words from yourselves? Guys, you did an incredible job casting tools. You did such an amazing job preparing for this show. And Tony, thank you so much for the moral support, being with us all across the way in the chat, hyping us up, giving us some great ideas in our Discord. And, of course, Shyway for being here and just showing all the support for the Money 2 scene and giving it all the best commentary. You guys are the best.
Thank you, Appreciate you too, Nighty. You've been holding it down, man, as the host. You're doing a great job. And Garrett, big shout out to you too for Garrett's the only one out of all of us who's been talking more than anyone, right? You stuck through both series.
Right,
and
you
had to yell.
Pipes,
You've been yelling at both series. Yeah, you better sleep well tonight. That's for sure.
No, I got to Simon do. Let's end the show.